Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining this first webinar of 2024. My name is Emma, and I'm joined by my fellow wellness coordinator, Leah. To start the new year off right, we're going to be talking all about goal setting and how we can apply it to the dimensions of well-being in order to have our best year yet. So let's dive in. We all have goals, some big, some small, some safe, and some bold. We wish maybe to become a painter, to move to a new house, to write a book, or to eat healthily, to exercise more, to become less anxious. The list is endless if ill-defined. And yet, how much do we really want each one? If something is vital to us, we need to make plans, set goals. A quote from Tony Robbins: "Setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible." This quote encapsulates the essence of what we're about to dive into. Goals have a remarkable ability to take our dreams, our aspirations, and ambitions, that laundry list of things that may seem intangible or distant, and bring them into the realm of reality. A quick statistic: according to research done by the University of Scranton, more than 45% of Americans set New Year's resolutions. Of those individuals, 92% never actually achieve their New Year's goals. Now, a little history. In the 1960s, two psychologists, Edwin Locke and Gary Latham, affirmed that goal setting is one of the easiest ways to increase motivation and productivity. Over multiple studies, Locke and Latham found that setting goals increased productivity by between 11 and 25%. Having short and long-term goals can positively impact your personal and professional growth by giving you direction and purpose. So goals can encourage you to step out of your comfort zone and give you a clear focus on what you want to achieve, helping you make decisions aligned with your values. Setting personal goals can also create motivation and a sense of urgency. You push yourself harder because you want to achieve something. And once you reach that goal, the sense of accomplishment can be highly rewarding and motivating for future goals. Working towards personal goals also cultivates resilience. It teaches you to adapt to change, cope with setbacks, and persevere in the face of challenges. Goals often involve acquiring new skills or knowledge, and they can be really helpful for continuous learning because engaging in learning activities fosters personal development and a continuous improvement mindset. The process of setting and pursuing goals also allows you to discover more about yourself. It helps in identifying strengths, weaknesses, interests, and values, contributing to personal self-awareness. In regards to professional growth, goals set in a professional context are key to career advancement. They help you outline steps for promotion, skill development, and achieving milestones in your career. Clear professional goals also contribute to increased productivity. You're often more focused and efficient when you have a defined set of objectives to accomplish. Professional goals also often involve acquiring new skills or improving existing ones. So this continual skill enhancement is essential in a rapidly evolving job market and can attribute to career satisfaction, as when you perform well, you experience a sense of well-being. Achieving professional goals contributes to job satisfaction and fosters a sense of accomplishment and fulfillment, leading often to a more positive attitude towards work. Now, there are many types of goals, but ultimately all goals boil down to one thing, and that is change. Firstly, what sort of goal do we want to achieve? What sort of change do we want to see? So there are three types of goals: outcome, performance, and process goals. Goal setting is broken down in this way as it makes it easier to organize our thinking around how we're going to achieve our goals. So outcome goals: I want to be the best at blank in the world. Performance goals: I want to be better at blank. Or process goals: I want to train or practice doing blank. I want to use an example of playing the piano. So for an outcome goal, maybe you could say, I want to be the best at playing piano in the world, or I want to be able to play this specific composition on the piano. For a performance goal, you could say, I want to be better at playing the piano, or I want to be better at playing this composition. And the process goal is, I want to practice playing the piano, or I want to learn how to play the piano. Now, a widely accepted goal setting practice is to decide what you want to obtain or achieve and then write down a SMART goal. SMART goals are specific in that they define the who, the what, the when, and the where of your goal. SMART goals should also be measurable so you can track your progress, and they should be something that is personally within your ability to attain. Finally, they should be something that is realistic for you to achieve and set within a specific time frame. So beginning with specific. Having a specific goal will help you to focus your efforts when you're trying to reach it by knowing exactly what you're actually setting out to achieve. What will you achieve? What will you do? Having a measurable goal means that you'll have some way of knowing how it'll be accomplished. Can you assign a particular number to your goal, such as wanting a specific number of items sold? What benchmarks can you set that will help you monitor the progress of your goal? Being able to consistently measure your progress and visualize your progression can help keep you motivated as you work towards your goal and help you know exactly when you've achieved your goal. Ensuring that your goal is realistic and achievable is extremely important, as you could be setting yourself up for failure otherwise. So knowing that you can actually attain something involves planning out what you're going to be doing and where you'll end up. So you'll be able to figure out if your goal is attainable while you're making it more specific. If you find that your goal is unrealistic, then ask yourself what you can change or reevaluate it to make it more achievable for yourself. Always keep in mind what is realistically possible. And more on this, you just need to make sure that the goal you're working on is relevant to you and that you'll stay motivated to complete it. This might include looking at the why you answered when making your goal specific. Is what you're trying to achieve important and worthwhile to you? If not, then how could you change it to make it more relevant? Do you think that you're the right person to achieve this goal? Try and make sure you have everything you'll need to get started to achieve your goals before you start them. And lastly, time bound. So setting a target date and deadline is important when it comes to goal setting. Knowing you have a specific deadline you're working towards can help with your motivation as well as your time management. You'll be better able to plan out when you'll do what you need to do for your goal, so it's best to start thinking about your deadline early and get planning. Think about what you'll be doing to work towards your goal in a few days, a week, a month, or 6 months from now, depending on how long-term your goal is. By using the SMART framework, you can set better goals for yourself that you'll be able to more easily achieve. This method can work for many goals, large or small, so try it out and see if it helps you to reach your next milestone. Now I want to do a breakdown of an example SMART goal. Let's say your initial goal is to improve your overall fitness level. Breaking this down into the SMART goal framework, we can see specific. I want to enhance my cardiovascular fitness by incorporating regular running into my exercise routine. Doing something specific. How are we going to measure it? We can track our progress by recording the distance, the time, and the pace of each run. Is this attainable? I can ask myself, am I able to start at 1 mile? That feels attainable to me. And then I can gradually increase the distance by 10% each week. An increase that, again, feels attainable. Now, is this relevant? I can say I value my health and well-being, and so this goal aligns with those values by increasing my fitness. And then lastly, is this time-bound? I aim to achieve this goal within the next 3 months. It is time-bound. So when we break it down like that, we can all put it together into a final goal. So I will engage in 30 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic exercise, such as brisk jogging or walking, 5 times a week for the next 3 months to improve my cardiovascular fitness and overall physical health. So this was a good example of a physical health goal. In the next set of slides, we're going to explore what a SMART goal can look like for each of the other dimensions of wellness. So for each dimension, physical, intellectual, emotional, spiritual, environmental, financial, occupational, and social, I invite you to reflect on things you're already doing to support your well-being in that area. If you find that you're not doing anything to support one or more of the dimensions, consider creating a SMART goal. So I'm going to pass this off to Leah, who will take us from there.
Okay, so first we are going to be looking at the intellectual dimension of wellness. So the intellectual dimension is all about growing intellectually, maintaining curiosity about all there is to learn, valuing lifelong learning, and responding positively to intellectual changes. It can look like expanding knowledge and skills while discovering the potential for sharing your gifts with others. An example of a SMART goal could be, I will read one book per month on a topic outside my usual areas of interest for the next 6 months to expand my knowledge and stimulate intellectual curiosity. Other goals for this dimension could include taking a class, listening to a podcast or audiobook, attending a presentation on a new topic, or watching a documentary series on a topic you know nothing about. Next, we're going to look at the emotional dimension. The emotional dimension includes understanding and respecting your feelings, values, and attitudes, appreciating the feelings of others, managing your emotions in a constructive way, and feeling positive and enthusiastic about your life. An example of a SMART goal could be, for 12 weeks, I will journal each day for at least 15 minutes, reflecting on my emotions, identifying triggers, and expressing gratitude. I will track my emotional responses and overall mood to gauge the impact of consistent journaling on my emotional well-being. Some other goals for this dimension could be to start therapy, practice self-compassion, connecting with friends or family, or performing different acts of kindness. Next is the spiritual dimension. So this includes finding purpose, value, and meaning in your life with or without organized religion. Participating in activities that are consistent with your beliefs and values is also part of the spiritual dimension. A SMART goal for this would look like, I will dedicate 15 minutes each day to mindfulness, prayer, or reflection to enhance my spiritual well-being. I will consistently practice this for the next 3 months and assess my impact the impact it has on my overall sense of purpose and inner peace. Some other goals for this dimension could include exploring your own values, taking walks in nature, practicing being present in the moment, or even just allowing yourself time to be alone without any distractions. Next is environmental. So this dimension includes understanding how your social, natural, and built environments affect your health and well-being, being aware of the unstable state of the earth and the effects of your daily habits on the physical environment, or demonstrating commitment to a healthy planet. A SMART goal for this might look like, I will reduce my carbon footprint by using reusable bags, water bottles, and containers consistently for the next 6 months. I will track the reduction in my household waste each week. Other goals for this dimension could look like donating to environmental organizations, volunteering at local cleanups, removing all the invasive species from your yard or garden, or making a goal to shop less and reuse more. Next is financial. This dimension includes managing your resources to live within your means, making informed decisions and investments, setting realistic goals, and preparing for short-term and long-term needs or emergencies. It also includes being aware that everyone's financial values, needs, and circumstances are unique. A SMART goal might look like this. I will create a monthly budget to allocate a specific amount to savings and reduce unnecessary expenses. I aim to save $500 a month for the next 6 months to build an emergency fund. Other goals for this dimension could be talking to a financial advisor regularly, setting up recurring investments, paying off debt, or simply learning more about personal finance. All right, next we have the occupational dimension. So this dimension includes preparing for and participating in work that provides personal satisfaction and life enrichment that is consistent with your values, goals, and lifestyle, and contributing your unique gifts, skills, and talents to work that is personally meaningful and rewarding to you. A SMART goal might look like, I will update my resume and apply for 3 professional development opportunities within my current organization or externally over the next 3 months to advance my career and enhance job satisfaction. Some other goals for this dimension could include continuing education, regularly evaluating your position and your values, creating initiatives or committees at work, or being in a mentor relationship. All right, and finally, we have the social dimension. So this dimension includes maintaining healthy relationships, enjoying being with others, developing friendships and intimate relations, caring about others, and letting others care about you. It could also look like contributing to your community. A SMART goal might look like this. I will initiate and attend at least one social activity per week, whether it's a coffee date, group outing, or virtual meetup for the next 2 months to strengthen my social connections and build a supportive network. Other goals for this dimension could look like regularly volunteering, introducing yourself to neighbors you haven't met yet, joining a club, or attending local gatherings like town halls, concerts, or seasonal events. All right, so now that we've covered all of the different dimensions of well-being and you have a better idea of how important it is to set goals, let us ask you and leave you with this one question. If you were to fast forward to the end of 2024 and look back, what would you want to have achieved to make it a fulfilling year? All right, and then if you're looking for where to start or for some inspiration, there are so many different resources out there, and we have included some on this slide. So one tip would be to create a physical or digital vision board with images and words representing your goals. So a visual representation can serve as a constant reminder of your aspirations, which can foster motivation. You can save your vision board as a wallpaper on your phone or hang it in your office. Another thing you can do is to find a goal setting app. So there's a bunch of different apps out there, including Todoist, Trello, or Habitbull, and they all provide a digital platform for setting and tracking goals. Todoist helps with task management, and Trello is more towards project management, and then Habitbull is specifically for building habits, but it really is about what works best for you. Another thing you can do is to find an accountability partner who you already know and can rely on, or you can use platforms like FocusMate. So FocusMate is a website that virtually connects you to other professionals who have committed to being accountable for finishing their most important work. As long as you stay on camera, you can use FocusMate for different kinds of work, like desk work, cooking, cleaning, art, music, writing, reading, or even at-home exercise. Sharing your goals with someone else and having regular check-ins can significantly increase accountability and better help you achieve your goals. So with all of that, we'd like to thank you for attending our first webinar of the year. And if you're interested in joining us next month, we are going to be presenting on the power of sleep and really just unlocking the secrets to restful nights and energized days. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.